What was that all about? She was walking around with an axe. And she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Rena, without a doubt. Hey guys, and welcome back to Higurashi no Nakukoro ni Onikakushi. This is DJ Your Gamer Girl signing on. So in the last episode, we probably had what was the most overdramatic game of tag I've ever seen. And read. But it was fun. It was funny. It's like with Old Bachelor it turned into an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And with the hide and seek and tag, it turned into an episode of Kuroko's basketball. Alright. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I had agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Sanders out of that mountain of treasure from before. Mom, do we have any work gloves? I need towels too. Aren't they in the shed out back? The towels are by the sink. Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically. What's going on, Keiichi? Where are you headed to in that getup? If they come to the dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely. And it will be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, Rena will undoubtedly go out to the Colonel Sanders in front of the fried chicken place out. She probably would. She's already pretty much threatened to take one of the children home. A bit of excavating. So my classmate doesn't become a criminal. Oh. Well, don't be out too late. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression still on her face. Like, that just sounds like one of those. Where are you going in that getup? Oh, my friend killed someone and I'm going out to bury the body. Well, don't be out too late. Come home in time for dinner. Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. Hey! It's Tomitake. Thank you. I was about to say Tokitake. It was Tomitake-san. Probably taking pictures of wild birds again with that precious camera of his. It couldn't be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight. Hey, long time no see. Keiichi-kun, right? My due regards. I expelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. By the way, was that girl an acquaintance of yours? He was probably talking about Rena. Guessing by the way Tomitake-san was shaken up. What was that all about? She was walking around with an axe. And she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Rena, without a doubt. It was probably because she could take it home today, so she couldn't hide her excitement. I hid myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be roaming around with an axe. Tomitaki-san's reaction was the epitome of logical. It's fine, it's fine. Just leave her be. She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Tomitaki-san was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand, Rena. I'll just toss a bunch of BS out there. If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it. Try not to snoop too much around here. With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam site where Rena was waiting. That's just cruel. Before I got too far, Tomitaki-san abruptly called out to me. Keiji-kun, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but... I'll try my best to be careful. Leaving only those words behind, Tomitaki-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but it felt like I'd said something bad. You tend to do that. I mean, you chicken Rena a lot. Keiji-kun! I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today. I understood what Tomitaki was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving an axe around certainly would seem dangerous. You should cover the axe with something when you have it in public. It's not good to carry it around in the open like that. Seems that I lost it, so there isn't one. Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa probably already knew about Rena's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry an axe around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious. Well, let's finish this today. If we bust through this last beam, we should be able to pull him out. I got everything I need. Leave it to me. Okay. I took the axe from Rena and made my way up the unstable slope. Just wait, Colonel Sanders. Keiji-kun will save you. Alright, get back. I'll finish this in one go! A solid thwack rang throughout Hinamizawa, as if the job was being done by a lumberjack. How is it? Think you can do it? If it looks too hard, you don't have to strain yourself. If I can break through this, then we'll be good. I have plenty of power today. I can do it. But this adversary was more formidable than I expected. First of all, I'd never used an axe before. During a school camping trip, I'd wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was standing was so unstable, I soon became tired and I decided to take a break. Rena had already spread out a tarp and laid out some tea and sweets. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'll make sure Rena can give Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss tonight. Yeah, thanks. Giving Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss. Come to think of it, Rena, you're a transfer student too, right? Where did you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I thought she lived here all her life. In Kanto. It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside. Why did you move here? To Hinamizawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why did you move here? Why did you move here? Does it have to do with your dad's work? Why did you move here? Does it have to do with your dad's work? Dad said he wanted to move out to a studio. He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountains like this would be perfect. Studio? Is your father an artist or something? He paints scenery. Seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started, his work were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited at Makuhari Messi. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibit Hall. That's amazing! Let me see them next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers. But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle? Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyway. I was trying to get answers from Rena, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the axe and headed back to the worksite. The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song, as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today, I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Rena as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Hoya! You little... Damn it! I had swung the axe countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people. Ever. With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I put behind the axe not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. The arm came off with a sickening sound. It clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Sorry. The figure's arm. I broke it off. Oh, that's all? I thought Keiichi-kun hurt himself. I probably had a really guilty look on my face. Rena said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled. We just need to tape it back on and put a coat over him. Nobody would even notice. I see. Well, let's pull him out then. Can you get that side? Okay. Seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Rena and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I looked it up all by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. Pathetic Keiichi Maibara. Alright, Rena. Let's do this in one go. Ready, and... Whoa! We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Wow, Colonel Sanders, he really is cute. It didn't matter that he was dirty. Rena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it. I'll help her carry you back. It'd be bad if it gets dark. Yeah, right. I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this. Think real hard about what you'll do to repay me, okay? Oh, wow. I wonder what kind of repayment. I wonder. For now, I just hold back my evil cackle. We were ready to take it to our house, but we couldn't go like this. We rolled up the statue in the tarp and lifted him. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed axe. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomitake-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Lol. Is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomitake-san. Said, probably. I think said is supposed to be there. Unable to grasp my sense of humor I had left behind. Oh no, maybe never mind. considering what happened, considering he knows about the incident, he has every right to be cautious. New tips? Whoa. We finished a chapter already? Holy crap. Okay, let's view the tip. Kinda name is Rena.
Rena's not here. Do you know where she is, Keiichi?
Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mion, where did Rena go?
Rena?
Didn't she go to the bathroom? She did say that she's been having bowel troubles lately. I hadn't heard anything about that. Satoko, do you know where Rena went?
Rena, you say? I just passed her in the hallway.
Rena has class duties today, so she's off to water the flower bed. Ah, it was Rena's turn for class duty. That's very much appreciated. Rena. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to my mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name. It was like some foreigner's name. What kind of name is Rena, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use?
Rena's her nickname. She has a proper name as well.
What, really? I was sure that Rena Ryugu was her full name.
Well, I can understand you making that mistake since we only call her Rena.
She even signs her name as Rena. It's like her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Satoko and Rika-chan looked at each other.
You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's the Re from Are and the Na from Nara. Her real name is Rena Ryugu.
Rena, is it? So it's read out loud as Rena instead of Rena. That's a pretty interesting reading.
No, that's not it. Rena is the correct way.
Rena had told us that she wanted us to call her Rena. So we call her Rena. Kei-chan, Rena is Rena, you know? Only strangers call her Reina. You get where this is going? I understood what Mion was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was, only what names we used between us. Rena Ryugu is Rena. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it's good. So what do you want to be called? Conman. What? Rena then came back to the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Rena people were looking for her.
Oh, what's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder?
Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Bailiff! Ryugu doth show herself! Con man, you're quite sinister!
What is this? What is this? Keiichi and Michan are evil bailiffs? A con man?
Damn you, Renanosuke Ryugu! Today doth be when thou meetest thy maker. How about thee?
What? Skei-san, Kaka-san, show them what for.
Aye, sir.
I expect my fee to be paid to my Swiss bank account.
What? Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll have a grand battle with VIP. My Swiss bank account. Oh. Nena's fierce punches exploded in the proper timing to take out the seal. The evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in the end. I do hope that Rena does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nikatacho?
My destination is decided where the cute stuff gathers.
The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over.
Come on, Keiichi-kun, Mii-chan? The teacher's coming.
I took Rena's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Gotta buckle down for one more. Oy vey. Man, like... Alright, so... definitely going to save it here. But... let's continue on. To chapter 5. Is this when shit's gonna hit the fan? Because, like, I've been waiting for 4 chapters.
How was it, Kei-chan? So, you went to Renaissance house. Wasn't it amazing? It's nothing like that, right? Right?
Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. There, it was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders. Stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Lil Licky. It sounds like a nickname for a lickaton, or a licky licky. The Toddlemon in front of the pharmacy. A Digimon? She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. Are these real mascots? I agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one?
But, oh, so cute.
She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better, just as long as it's big.
And her room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement?
And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement?
Yep. I'll keep anything. Cute.
So she takes anything she likes and back to her nest. No ill will intended. Hey, Nana. You know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute?
Yeah, cute. I want it.
You should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. Protect the Statue of Liberty. How would she even begin to drag that thing out of the ground? Like, seriously. If not, the Statue of Liberty will really take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. Satoko's face is just like, oh dear lord.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Rika-chan had returned.
No fun being called to the staff room.
No fun being called to the staff room. Did she do something?
How rude! Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiichi-san. Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee.
Festival? The school cultural festival or something?
Kei-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Watanagashi.
Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So, what's this Watanagashi scene about? Is it like a floating lanterns festival? I guess the last part where you set things adrift in the river is similar.
Except we use cotton themes like old worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service.
The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition? Skewer them and sprinkle a little salt? Oh man, I can smell it already.
That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be.
What? How could you tell I was thinking something silly?
was written all over your face.
What sort of face could have expressed what I'd imagined just now? Rena demonstrated for me. I see. No argument there. That's her cute face! It's nothing like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it.
Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day.
I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going.
You won't get bored.
We're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably
our club's summer tradition. The Watanagashi 4 Demon Firefight!
That sounds awful!
What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name, though.
I tried to object sharply, but since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it.
Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons.
Nika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how does this funky-sounding club activity tie into the festival?
Oh, this is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities.
Exactly!
We show the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have attained through our daily trials and tribulations. But last year the mayor got angry, so we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. So basically we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls.
Nika-chan really is the only one who explains things so they make sense. I see, so we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Rena was right. Of course that would be a reason for the mayor to get angry.
But it's lots of fun.
That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside from now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Oh lord, how long is this gonna take? Nay! Our voices ran out in unison.
When there's lots of people, card games are really are the easiest to play.
This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again? We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing.
I wonder if that really is the case. I'll have to inspect them.
Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone check the cards.
Yes, these seem to be fine.
Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. Another standard card game. The first one to get rid of all their cards wins. Basic rules: play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we call it a millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes?
No jokers. 2's the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that.
While I was confirming the familiar rule, Satoko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President, and it's with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now. But that wasn't everything, was it? So, what shall today's penalty be?
About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one?
Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting.
I'll write a nasty one and have Keiichi-san draw it. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself.
Just
don't lose.
Just don't lose.
Don't you know best?
Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody.
Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out.
Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave.
No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down.
Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt.
Ah! That's so sneaky, Mion-san! She wrote no penalty in the corner of the slip is folded.
I see. Just in case you lost, you'd grab the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her, even though she doesn't stand out.
Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay?
Nobody agreed to Rena's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Rena. Just don't lose.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write.
Rena was quite brutal, even though she usually appeared meek. Better not to underestimate her either.
I agree with that. I'm very curious about what Rena's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary.
I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like.
Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready?
We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins! Oh boy. I got a feeling this is going to take a while. So, I will end the episode here, and we'll see the aftermath of this next time. Until then, this is the Gamer Girl signing off. Bye bye.